Today on Skiathos we're going to walk around the lake of Agiou Georgiou. I'm currently at the end of the runway, as you can see. I'm going to head in that direction towards the boatyard, which in the 18th century Skiathos was known for making ships. A lot of the pine forests on the island, the wood was used to make boats that used to do trade across the Aegean and the Black Sea. As you can see, the view across the bay is lovely. Runway, bit of work going on the runway at the moment. Either side of the runway during the winter sometimes flood, and it attracts a lot of wildlife and birds and so forth. So over the last couple of years they've slowly removed the soil, put some drainage in, and have covered the sides with rock and stone. Just makes the airport look a lot bigger. Alright, so got quite a lot of boats out at the moment. During the winter period, a lot of the boats are taken out the water and all cleaned up. As you can see, the rust on the bottom, and barnacles. So yeah, they're all taken out, all given a good clean, and the repairs done. And then they're all added back into the sea, beginning of the season, end of April, beginning of May. Views across the town, lovely. There's Skiathos Tavern, distance. It's amazing how many boats are actually in dry dock this time of year. During the summer period, probably half a dozen old boats that slowly being rebuilt by hand. And here, the sea part here, is completely full of boats. A little old bridge used to take you over from the main part of the island to an area called Punta, being all replaced by a road. Got the Agiou Georgiou lake. Showing the trail if you want to walk around the lake and a little bit along this the bank of Punta. But today we're just going to walk one loop of the lake. The distance around this lake is approximately 1 mile, or 1.6 something kilometers. During the late afternoon, you find a lot of people walking around this because it's a flat, virtually flat road all the way around. It's good for any ages to get out and exercise. Even when you're here on holiday, you want a nice walk that's not too challenging, then yeah, head up, watch a few planes take off and land, and then get yourself for a nice walk around the lake. Very enjoyable. There's also a bus stop here. If you want to catch the bus down to Zanamos, the junction here takes you up to the Punta Hotel, Anima Skiathos Hotel, and a few private houses and villas. Gives you a great view overlooking the town. You're back over the runway, the boatyard. There's a lot of fish in this lake, but it's a protected area, so there's no fishing. Plus, I don't think you'd really want to eat the fish out of it. I don't think it's the cleanest water. It's a mixture of seawater and water that runs down off the top of the hills and whatever else it picks up on the way. So we're just going to continue along this walk. As I say, you're literally following the lake in a full circle all the way around. Some apartments and hotels along this road that you could stay at. Not too far from town. Some of them got a little bit of a hill to get up to, but I think you're rewarded with the views from up there. And if you love plane spotting while you sit by the pool, this part of Punta is a good area, because you can see them take off and land while you sit on your sunbed. You can make out some sheep there, some rams. The hotel around the lake. It's called Villa Arideus. Studio apartments, pool bar. The little first lower level there is actually where the swimming pool is, and the bar. Hotel's up the top. the size of those cactuses. Local wildlife. I walk down this road quite often, and it always amazes me the number of birds they have on this piece of land here. Got two hens following me. You've got ducks, turkeys. Rode up to View Villas, the top there. Oh. All kicking off because I didn't stop and feed them. New house villas being built. Two sheep and a couple of lambs each. This orange building you can see in front of us as we're slowly walking up to it is the Skiathos, which is MOT centre on the island. The cars, scooters, quads, motorbikes. There used to be two on the island, but there's actually only one now. This one here, very good service from them. Get my vehicle's done here every 2 years, which is better than the UK instead of every 1 year, but they have started adding emission tests every year, so right, we're coming up to main junction. You turn right in the direction of that car is heading. That road will take you directly down to Xanamos Beach and the end of the runway. But we're going to stick with going around the lake, so we're going to turn left here. And head back down towards the start. Views over the hilltops, Skiathos. Second highest peak there in the distance. Years ago, that used to be a go-kart track Just there, the building, used to be a bar. Used to head down there. There used to be a go-kart track. Now it's storage depot for boats and trucks. See the back of the airport over on the right. That's where you land, you get off, you get back on the planes. And again, this is the edge of the runway. Now we're on the last home stretch. Straight walk back down the side of the runway to where we started. This is mid-February, so no flights today, I don't believe. During the winter period, there's only direct flights to Athens. Yeah, direct flights to and from Athens, small jet-propelled aeroplanes. But you can easily catch a flight to Athens, and then from the Athens onwards to wherever you want to travel. There is still hotels open and guest houses during the winter period, but the majority of the shops and restaurants are all closed. But you get weather like this and you're not one to sit on the beach day in day out, and you want to go out and explore and do some walking, some hiking, this time of year is great. A lot of the trails are still accessible. And there's less people around. This is just traffic wise is usually quiet. This is just a bit of a fare through between construction sites, especially when the main Skiathos ship that comes in, cargo ship, comes in 2 or 3 times a week. Building materials, because during the winter period when a lot of construction goes on, as there's regulations outside of the winter period. During the summer you're not allowed to do major construction unless it's authorised, so the majority of the house building and landscaping and all that is all done during the winter. Right, you can walk down the road, but there is a little bit of a trail that you can walk down. Walking right next to the lake to my left here. The runway to my right. Choice of views. Now coming up, another addition to Skiathos, and as I say, it's a good place to walk. They've added exercise equipment just along the set of canal here. I believe there's five machines, 2 machines either side of them. So, but I won't show you too closely. A couple of young mothers working out their children. But as you can see, type of machines, instructions how to use them. Quite a few people on these machines today. You've got 3 3 people working out. Take you and show you one of the last machines. But yeah, such a lovely place to have a home gym. So again, all along this lake you've got 5 machines. Back of the boatyard, and back at the end of the runway. So yeah, that concludes the walk around Agiou Georgiou lake and the end of the runway. See a lot of people here at the end of the beginning of the season now, watching planes take off and land. Get some really good footage, but word of warning, when the planes take off, just be very careful where you stand. Every year there's a lot of people get blown over and major injuries, so take warnings of the signs around you and enjoy your holiday. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next tour.